Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 5:47 on February 9th. It's Tuesday. Got a lot of movers this morning, especially with Bitcoin moving higher last night, setting new all-times once again. So we'll start right there with Bitcoin futures. So it's /BTC, daily chart right here. So the daily chart for futures actually starts at 3 p.m. So this candle's from 3 p.m. till now, basically. So all sitting at the high from yesterday's candle, popped all the way at 48,885 on futures. That value's gonna be a little bit different than Coinbase. Let's click the 5-minute chart. So we'll see. Kind of been steady up. Now we got getting a little downtrend here since 11 o'clock last night. Downtrend, tested again, tried this 47.5 area. Didn't really like it. Started selling off. Starting to see a lot more volume pick up here down in the $45,000 area. So we'll watch that as market opens here in 45 minutes. But we'll look at the movers that correspond to that, like Marathon, which we talked about yesterday. Steady uptrend all after market hours yesterday. Big spike on the open, and then charts fall on Bitcoin, right? So it's down a little bit. Now we're going to test moving averages as Bitcoin is too. And we'll look to see if we can get out of this range here, or we'll pull back more into the 200. Riot's chart's probably going to look exactly the same. Yep, basically identical. So these two companies are going to move right in line with Bitcoin today. And I saw a lot of different articles last night saying that Apple could get into cryptocurrency, that they were going to disclose a $5 billion investment into Bitcoin. They have a ton of cash on hand, so a lot of people are speculating different things with them, with whether it's EV, cars, crypto. But you're going to see a lot more companies get into it, and it's going to push crypto mainstream, and basically a lot of companies are going to buy up the float, and this is going to squeeze, right? Because as Bitcoin has basically a issued number of coins, price will increase as more buying comes in, especially large buying from institutions. So let's go to CGC, Canopy Growth Company. So all the marijuana stocks today are popping off. So CGC had earnings. They had a wider loss than expected. If you get some news here on the right of Thinkorswim, so they had a wider loss, but they see positive EBITDA in 2022, positive operating cash flow 23, positive free cash flow in 24, and they expect to have about 40% of the Canadian legal cannabis market, and then also to grab a big share in America. And then their revenue increased, but they just had a wider loss from restructuring of their company, how they move some things around. But like I mentioned in the earnings video and yesterday, all the stocks are going to move together. So CGC is up on their earnings, but then you'll have companies, one I didn't even mention in the last two videos, but they had earnings last week, Tilray. They're up on signing a deal for medical cannabis in the UK. We see a big pop, so 30, 37, up 20%. Now we're kind of selling off here, rolling over a little bit on the 5-minute, but let's go check at the daily, right? So we've been up, steady uptrend, so we're way up high now. We're off the chart right here as this opens. So probably look to see if it can gap fill back down to this 30.6 area, somewhere in there. But there's tons of positive growth here in the marijuana industry. And so let's go APHA Aphria. See their chart looks almost the exact same as Tilray. It's moving up higher, and then it's up on the daily. It didn't have any news that it put out, but it had some yesterday. Talked about their position as Germany's leader in the marijuana industry. So now we're kind of selling off here as we move into the open. See if we can find some support in this 20.73 area as it makes a big red candle on the 1 minute chart. 5-minute chart makes it actually look kind of worse, curling down even faster. So we'll see if this a higher $20 area can hold. If it not, so this might be look for a little pop. Maybe keep rolling over on the open. Play it short. So ACB, they have earnings on Thursday. Aurora Cannabis, chart's kind of similar, starting to roll over right now. All of them are probably doing some profit taking before the open. Maybe that'll set it up for a leg to move higher. But all four of those will be on watch for me. Probably CGC's the least likely one to play. ACB or APHA will be the two that I'll be looking at heavily. And then also two other stocks from yesterday that are moving. OCGN, Ocugen. It wasn't available to short for me yesterday on Interactive Brokers, but of course, as soon as it is down, it's almost down 13% right now. Let me check actually. No, now it's down 15%, but IB now has it available to short, but it's going to be on an SSR as soon as it opens, so that means you can only short it on an uptick, so you're basically shorting off the ask, which it could be okay with this. As you see, it's just a straight downtrend. Early this morning probably would have been good, right about before 4 o'clock. Another test here right at 4:45. So I'm kind of expecting this one to bleed off. It's been up really high the last 2 days on its news, right? So 3 days ago, Tuesday last week, it was at $3. So we're still at 15.80, or for 15.80 was the close yesterday. Now we're at 13.50s. Got a big spike up here. That's nice. Probably something to look at, reshorting right there. And then another play from yesterday was BSquare, BSQR. As you can see too, this huge wick candle. Don't really see that too often, but that's pretty huge. A wick of almost $5 on a $3 stock. And then yesterday, inside candle, but stayed in the middle of that range pretty well. Kind of sold off into the day again, but moving higher this morning. So kind of this last area of support in the afternoon, the low 540s held pre-market, and we stayed up higher, pulling back, but we're uptrending. So this could look to be another long, maybe take out the pre-market highs in the low 7s, and then look to go higher. So those are the stocks that I'm looking at this morning. Let me know what you're looking at in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.